What is up, YouTube? Today we have a little bit something different. It's a Monotype battle against pikachu13. I found him on Smogon, so let's get started. I brought a water team, he brought a bug team. I am just assuming. Yeah, it just looked like bugs to me. You know, whatever. I lead off my Feraligatr, he leads off with his fortress. You know, I thought like, what's a fortress going to do to me? So I go for a Dragon Dance, just to look in his setup. And he goes for Toxic Spikes, and I didn't think of Toxic Spikes at the time. I usually think like, oh, Stealth Rocks and regular spikes, but no, this one's running Toxic Spikes. You know, not a big deal. I know I have that War Turtle, so I was thinking, when I get the chance, I can switch them out and get rid of those. I go for another Dragon Dance. He goes for a Volt Switch, and that doesn't do much. Just 90 exactly. And he goes into his Parasect here. And I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Punch because I know I'll outspeed and I know I will take this out. So I'm up 6-5 kind of early. And then he goes into his Illumise. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Illumise, whatever. I'm sorry. And he goes for a Thunder Wave, and I completely forgot, or I guess it didn't occur to me that this has Prankster. Otherwise, I was like, oh, he's just going to let me sweep him. But no, this has Prankster, and it goes for the Thunder Wave, and that cripples me. Doesn't cripple me, but that brings me back down to my regular speed, which is about 317. No, it's in the high 200s or something like that. I'm sorry, that was way off. But he goes into his Genesect, which is actually just released today. So I said to him on the chat, I said I don't really care if he uses it, it's fine. But was it even released? And he said, yeah, it was just released today. I was like, oh wow. So he takes me out with a Bug Buzz, and he is Life Orb, as you can see by that recoil. So he's not locked into that. Go to my War Turtle to get rid of that download. The download boost. Sorry, I blanked out there. With a Haze, and War Turtle doesn't take this as well as I thought he would. Granted, he only has 322 HP, but still. Go for the Haze there. My plan was to go for the Haze, and hopefully he would be able to take another hit from there and go for the Rapid Spin, but that wasn't the case. He goes for the Bug Buzz here, and that takes my War Turtle out. So it's 4-4 now, and I go to my Seismitoad, and Seismitoad's pretty bulky, pretty good HP here for no investment, and figured he could survive one, so I go for an Earth Power, but he knows that, and he goes into his Scyther to take it. Good play on his part. So, I got to switch out here and take whatever Scyther has to throw at me. Go to my Caracosta. He goes for a Bug Bite, which for some reason I thought was resisted by my Caracosta. Apparently I was wrong. And, that does a lot, actually. I was surprised at how much it did, over half. So Caracosta is pretty much useless at this point. I just go for the Aqua Jet just to get some damage on it. And, it does, and he goes for another Bug Bite, and that's going to take me out. So here I just go to my Dugong. And at this point, I only have one strategy, and if Dugong does not survive this hit, and it's essentially game over. So he goes for the Bug Bite, and it's going down, and fortunately I am able to live it, and I get my Rain Dance up, which was my strategy. And so it starts to rain. I got the Damp Rock, so it's gonna be up for a little bit longer. And I get the Hydration, which takes away my poison, but that's irrelevant. He just goes for another Bug Bite and takes me out. And so he's up 4-2, I think, at this point. Go to my Seismitoad, which has that Swift Swim, so that puts him near 400 speed, and I'm able to outspeed Go for the Hydro Pump. Easily going to take out the Scyther with choice specs and rain boosted. So at this point, I thought it was looking pretty good, and get that toxic damage. He goes into his Heracross, and unfortunately, this Heracross is scarfed, so he's able to outspeed me. Barely. He did the calculations. It was his scarf came out to about 406 speed. But fortunately, it doesn't kill. I go for another Hydro Pump, and it takes the Heracross out. So we're at this point we're even, and I still had a strategy, and I got another powerful asset in my party to possibly take him down. And he goes out into his Genesect, and I go out into my Basculin. And Basculin has an adaptability which raises stab to it raises stab up to 2 times instead of 1.5. So I go for the Aqua Jet, stab, rain boosted, and choice banded with max attack investment, and I was hoping it would kill it, and it does. So we're even right now, and I thought I was gonna win this, and then he shows me his last Pokemon, and I was like, of course, it's Fortress. I completely forgot about his Fortress. So I just go for the Aqua Jet, thinking it would do, about half, so I thought I still had a chance at this point. But, it only does about 1/4, so I realized it was game over at this point. I underestimated Fortress's defense, so, what are you going to do? It was a fun match, Monotype, me water, him bug. It was a lot of fun, but the rest of this is just me taking toxic damage. I go for one more Aqua Jet, and then he takes me out with one more Volt Switch. Very close match and a lot of fun. So, if you guys want more Monotype battles, and I'll try to get some for you. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you.